Okay, I thought I have more time. Actually, I have less time. Uh, anyway, I mean, so actually, I have more slides here. I think over 40 or whatever. But the chair later, Susan can stop me at any time. Okay. Just to have, I mean, a little bit, more detailed discussing on the big data or online big data. Okay. And okay. Let me see. It doesn't work. Let me try again. Okay. Anyway, I mean, this is more detailed discussing about our project, how to get useful or helpful information from online comments. Okay. And we have, just to say, list 3 questions here. Okay, the first question is how to translate customer requirements. Okay, in the online, customer data into the engineering characteristics, which means describe the products. Okay, and then we just want to find the trend of customer requirement. Okay, and this is also very interesting. Because customers' requirement, okay, are changing, okay, and you have better product, and then customer have more demand or more requirement, and anyway, and then question 3 is about customer requirement, okay, how to compare, different products, and okay, actually, I had this slide in the morning. About we have customer data, okay, and then actually we got more and more customer data or information, and a few years ago we just get the data from like Amazon, okay. Now we get more data from other internet website, and of course the first step we did is how we wrote a program, okay, to get source data from different websites and then combine together. Okay, actually, this is some physical task we did early. So background here is we have very interesting data. We find is one, for example, browsing history. Okay, and from same user or same customer. Okay, and then like some customer may have a favorite list. Okay. And we got history, for example, purchasing transactions, okay, and the customer feedback, and also very interesting is like some customer, okay, may write feedback one time. After a few months or after some times, the same customer may write more comments on the same product. And this is different from traditional, I said, like a survey, okay? And traditional survey just we perform one customer survey, and then normally, okay, a customer may not have another chance to write comments or send comments back to the product designer or product companies. And anyway, so we have the conclusion here is the consumer data or online data have valuable information, okay? And the consumer data, one is we have big volume, okay? And actually, you understand this volume is increasing every day, every hour, every minute, okay? And another difference is we have different format. Actually, it's free format, okay? And the customer or consumer can write their comments in any format. Actually, no format. Okay, and even you understand the comments or may not be follow the grammar rule or whatever. Okay, and another thing is it's dynamic, which means generated from time to time, anytime, any minutes. Okay, we can have more customer comments. And okay, so question here is not all these comments are useful or helpful to us. Okay, some of means just say useful, not use, or we just say useless to us. And I should say is useless to us is we just stand as means product designer. Okay, and a good example is some say means we say some comments say this product is rubbish. Okay, such kind of comments is useless to our product designer. Okay, so this means this kind of means comments is means not valuable. Anyway, we call the 4 ways for such kind of means online big data. One is volume, which means the volume is quite large compared with means traditional customer survey. Okay, another is variety. We have so many different format, and the velocity, which means speed or time from time. Okay, we got more information, and the last one is so we call the veracity. Okay, and this actually is a big question here. Okay, and we just treat all comments are true. Okay, in reality, in the internet, of course, certainly not. However, we said they are true is we just use or we get useful information from the online big data is these comments, particularly negative comments, are true. Okay, because our purpose is we want to help a product designer to design next generation products. Okay, if the customers' comments are negative, which means particularly these customers' comments point out what kind of product feature are not good enough. Okay, this is helpful to us. So that's why we treat such kind of comments are useful or helpful, and we said such kind of comments are true. And this is a typical example. Okay. And you can get many today from the internet. And one thing is really interesting is I don't know anybody have you noticed is besides the comments, okay, we have some other information here. One is you can see here we have 5 stars or asterisks here. I don't know anybody know what's the meaning here. And this is somebody else, not the guy who wrote the comments. And this somebody else read, okay? These comments are useful or not. Okay? This is also very interesting. Actually, of course. And how to read this is another question, okay? You can read these comments, you have your standard, right? And this is actually just a general rating, okay? And another thing is information you can see here. Let me see. This is just say called 197 of 217 people find the following comments are helpful, okay? Which means, okay, so actually there are many questions here. And we find the comments are helpful or not. And one you can understand is if the comments are quite long, normally, okay, I just say normally, it's helpful. Okay? If comments are really short, maybe only a few words or just one sentence, normally are not helpful. And of course, here's the question. And somebody write comments really long, however, not on only one product. They can write comments on many products or similar products in one feedback. Okay? This is something different from traditional customer survey. Okay? Of course, another is we call that sentimental polarity, which means the comments or sentence sometimes you can find positive, some is negative, some is neutral. Okay, and this is how to find this is another question. Okay, okay. Anyway, we have so many questions. For example, I said in the morning we want to find helpful online reviews. Okay, and how helpful and to what? This is another question. Okay, and we want to understand. Okay, And I said earlier, so comments are negative, or sentence are negative or positive or neutral. Okay, and we want to connect these comments, online reviews with particular product design. Okay, and certainly here we are not going to specify a particular product. Can be Apple's product, can be Samsung's, can be something else. Actually, we did experiment on different products. For example, printer and even the camera or whatever. And most of the products is iPhone. Smartphones. Okay. And some other questions are here. So we need to analyze the trend of the customer needs or whatever. Okay. Anyway, one thing is here is it's quite time consuming. Okay. Particularly for the product designer. Product designer cannot go through or get all these comments or from the internet. Okay, it's quite, and then to read it manually, sentence by sentence, it's very time consuming. So what we did is we try to automate this process. Okay, to get some useful information for product designer. So we just say 3 questions here. Okay. And actually, I said already these 3 questions. But to do it, okay, we have many tasks. And the first one is how to get product features. Okay, from the customer comments. Okay, within a sentence or comments, how we say this sentence point out, for example, product features. Okay, and this is of course quite difficult because we didn't specify a particular products. If we just say iPhone, okay, iPhone iPhone 4 or iPhone 5 or whatever, then we know some product features. However, for us, we just try to develop a general method or approaches. So we did not specify a product. So certainly, and product features, for example. Which so what kind of name or nouns are product features? Even we don't know. Okay, and we want to find customers the sentiment. For example, overall, this customer likes this component, likes this product or not. Okay, and more specifically, of course, we want to analyze sentence by sentence, and this sentence is says this product is good or this product feature is good or not. Okay. Others, we want to translate customer feedback into engineering characteristics or whatever. I'm not sure I have 1 more minute. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just go through. Okay, and we did a lot. Okay, spent a lot of time to do it, and so I'm not going to discuss in details, but you can see, for traditional methods, they have some, they have one, but we have developed ours, okay? For example, and for this one, we just use called pro and con analysis, okay? So for each sentence from the customer reviews, okay, we want to find, product features, and we just called pros and cons review, okay? And normally, you understand if this was, okay, say it's product features, typically they are nouns, okay? And if this is sensitive, okay, and normally they are adjective. And however, so which means we needed to do called POS, part of sentence tagging. Okay, we want to analyze the sentence by sentence. For each sentence, we also want to analyze word by word. Okay, to find this is noun or adjective. Okay, and of course, we have nouns and noun phrases in English. Okay, and of course, some nouns have a similar meaning or same meaning, which means we need a database to find out, which means if this has a similar meaning but they use different words, and we want, we just use the WordNet. This is available in the internet, and to find this is, same meaning or not. Okay, so here we just treat non-physics and synonyms of nouns are regarded as product features. And then for customer sentiment, we traditionally we use like a supervised learning approach, and at the current status we are trying to use half, okay, for supervised learning. And this many questions here whatever we try to do unsupervised learning, okay, unsupervised learning, for example, and we do gather, for example, some product features from iPhone, okay, Apple's iPhone. These product features or these nouns may also be useful or same for other Apple's products. For example, maybe iPod, maybe iPad, maybe, we don't know. And such kind of approach we call unsupervised learning. If we want to analyze products like iPad. Okay, so we just use some. However, at the beginning we cannot do it, so we have to do some manually. So let me I have actually we have okay. We want to translate customer feedback into engineering characteristics. So we asked somebody, okay, and here we just mentioned here two staff from Epson, Hong Kong. Another two is from HP, Hong Kong. Okay, we ask to do manually. Okay, and what it do is I just show you slides. Okay, for example, we got the comments from internet. Okay, we ask these four people to say for this sentence. Okay, point out to which product features. Okay, and this product, of course, we just for printers. Okay, so you can see, and some just say -1, which means the comments say this product features is negative. Okay, and some is really strong negative. We just say -2. We just say from +2 and positive 1, 0, and I think -1, -5. This 5 scale, rating, method. And some sentence very interesting is she may mention several product features. So here you can see we just repeated several times. For example, here we just repeat twice, and this is twice, because the two different product features. Okay, and we just try to learn this from some manual experience or human experience. Okay. It's time. Anyway, you have questions. We can discuss later, and we have more. Questions here. For example, and this sentence just mention like a cut. Okay, this cut means what's the real meaning? Real meaning, and this can be cut slot. Okay, this is for the printer. Okay, and today's printer you can insert a cut. Okay, you can print like a picture or photo. And maybe they have another meaning, can be consumable replacement. Okay, so you just mention color, and for human, we can understand, okay, from context, this is what the real meaning is color here. However, if you ask a computer to understand this is, quite difficult, okay? So anyway, we do that we did some experiment, which means we analyze the sentence and not only the keywords, also some words before it and after it, which means the whole sentence. Okay. I should stop here, right? Okay. Anyway, I cannot finish, and you have question. Maybe we can discuss it.
How many slides do you have? You can quickly wrap up.
I don't know how many. I said, we even have different models. And maybe I just mention another very interesting question is, we mentioned earlier, like, 179 of 217. And this question, let me see where is it. We have very interesting question here. Okay. Yes, this is some question here. For example, okay. Okay, so we have two products, same feature. Okay, then you can see we have question here. This is okay. For one product, okay, we said 3 people prefer, okay, features K of a product P, okay, and then the number of these positive comments and the negative and the neutral, just say 1, 1, 1, okay. And then another one, okay, another product, we just say 300 people, okay, prefer, okay, features K of product Q, and then the number of positive, negative, and the neutral, respectively, here is 99, 101, and 100. And certainly you can see, this is 1/3, okay, this is less than 1/3. Can we get a conclusion, say more people like the first one product or not? Okay? And of course, if you just look at the number, I mentioned earlier, let's say some comments you can see, 197 of 217, right? We just say, one, of course, most people like this product. However, some product, have only few comments like this one, only maybe 3 people or whatever. So anyway, so we needed to develop some kind of model and to, of course, you understand more people like this one, the second one, right? However, so if just from the numbers, we cannot have this conclusion. So how can we get this conclusion? We need to develop the model. And of course, I don't have much time to discuss it. And we have assumption and then to have distribution, whatever. Okay, anyway, I have to stop here, right?
Yeah, because this afternoon, probably one speaker will not show up, and then probably if everybody is, you can use that time.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you. So it's my pleasure to give you this certificate for the speech.
Thank you.
Thank you.